The balance pad is the most used tool that I have in the studio. And I want to take you through some ideas of what to do with it, or at least how my brain works when I'm with somebody. I have ideas of what I'm going to do for myself or for somebody else, and it's just all of an experiment. So I'm going to start with the balance pad in a horizontal position, and setup is here, just as you see it. And then coming up. So balance is a lot of things. It's how your feet are feeling on the ground, what your hands are doing. And I'm speaking about the pieces that you may not even consider, even where your eyes are. Right? I'm aware peripherally of what's going on down at the bottom, how I'm changing weight distribution, and even how my foot is not cramping in, crunching in. I'm letting my foot be a foot. And then certainly getting the other side in. Always expect to the one side to be different. The sides are not the same. They're just not operating the same. They may feel similar. And just get that feeling of, how's that feeling lifting that knee up? How's this leg? Never a straight leg. Softness in the knees. And then since we have it in this position, I'm going to stand on here. Then as we go to the side, kind of almost like you're listening to a conversation over here. You're gently eavesdropping. So it's how your body and your head and your ear, with your intention of leaning into that, is. And then how your body is swaying. The pad gives you information about how you respond being on a different surface, a smushy surface. Let's go one more time to the other side. Starting off back here, just a little bit of a bigger kick. I call this a slipper kick. Like if you had your slippers on, you're just gonna kick it across the room, really light slipper. It just easily falls off. I use my arms a lot. I encourage people to use the arms a lot, because your brain senses, these are sensors, right? So don't let them be here. There's no reason for them to just be here. Let's switch. Try to get into the habit of, peripherally, I know where my arms are. And the arms up without the shoulders up. That's a real big key. Let's go 2 more. And then I'm going to take this, put it in a lengthwise, so that now it becomes a little wall. So a step over. Sense it, I kind of do a little prediction of how does that leg need to go over in that leg, right? So it's prediction. How am I using my hips? By knowing what my knees are doing, and then the limb underneath of that following. Again, here are my arms. My arms are part of the whole picture that my brain sees. It's always evaluating, always sense, always that input coming in. And then one more time back. And then how about if we don't go over, but we go around? So around. You got to be able to fit your feet in here. So you have to say, okay, that other foot's going to come over. I need a little bit of space. So accommodate that. Again, arms. I'm big on arms. I call them, you're in the dark arms, because, you know, if you were in a dark room, you wouldn't walk with your arms down. You would be here because you would want to sense what's in front of you. Do that in movement. One more time back. Okay. Let's see. Let's go vertical. Again, I'm just riffing off my head. This is a one I do. Right foot, or I guess that would be my left foot, and my right foot. And then as I slice through, I'm going to take my other arm up as kind of a balance lever. So this is kind of big because we're changing levels. We're on a surface that is a little smushy. Our arms, one of the arms is being directed to go through. The other arm is sort of like a balance lever. My feet are staying flat. So your brain and body are evaluating how you're you're remaining on the pad. And then switching that, as you line your feet up, go through a preview in your brain of, what am I doing? Okay, let's see. Okay, that's what I did. Try not to just go into the movement, especially as we age. You want to be previewing what you're doing. You don't get in your car and throw it in a drive. You check out things. Check out things here when you're doing some meaningful movement. And just kind of finding your groove, maybe even finding your challenges, of course. So I'm just going to stick with all standing stuff. And so now we get a nice good little piece to straddle. So as you straddle here and you move towards the back edge of the pad, that your heels are lined up with the back edge of the pad, my left heel is going to go little tiny little stamping at that top right corner. But I'm staying in a low profile. Low profile is a ready stance. I think of sports, baseball players, ready, right? You don't see baseball players standing there with straight legs. So I just kind of relate it to movement. You're ready. You've got your joints ready to rock up or down. And then if you come back to a neutral base, what did I just do? Okay, I'm doing that, previewing it. What's this feel like on this side? And sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, this feels so much better on this side. But you're not trying to showcase your strengths. You're trying to let both sides of your body feel, sense, and then move from there. Okay, my arms. I would discourage arm movement that's actually swaying your weight. Just have them in a steady kind of a fashion. One more. And then let's just end here with our feet on here and doing what I just call a swing squat. Down and up. So whole body bending. And as you do this, if you have shoes on or bare feet or socks, try to notice what your toes are doing. Try to not let your toes grab. It's unhelpful. Let your foot be a foot, feeling the whole foot. We're going to end up here. And hope you like that.